With Halloween festivities getting underway and lasting through Sunday, law enforcement officers offer up tips to keep everybody safe. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, with Halloween night and several other trick-or-treating opportunities over the next few days, the Chadron Police Department is offering up tips for everyone to have a safe and enjoyable Halloween. Parents are encouraged to stay with their kids and carry a flashlight, walk on the sidewalk, and instruct your children to never enter any home. Kids going out should stay in a group, walk, don't run, only go to homes that have their porch light on, and wait until you get home before eating any treats. Homeowners that will be doling out candy are encouraged to turn on porch lights to show it's all right to visit your home, keep your pets away from the children, and maintain clear walkways free from obstruction. And if you're out driving while kids are out trick-or-treating, make sure you drive slowly and cautiously, and keep an extra eye out for kids on the street, crossing driveways and darting in between parked vehicles. Well, a trooper with the Wyoming Highway Patrol was injured yesterday in a head-on collision that occurred in Guernsey. The trooper had stopped in the turning lane waiting for traffic to clear for him to turn into the Sinclair gas station, and as the trooper was waiting for traffic to clear, an eastbound 2018 Chrysler entered the turning lane and collided head-on with the patrol vehicle. The trooper was transported to the Platte County Memorial Hospital in Wheatland for injuries sustained in the crash. The driver of the Chrysler did not sustain any apparent injuries and was not transported. No names have been released. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking for your next home, or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. At the Legacy of the Plains annual membership meeting, History Nebraska recognized Rick Myers as the 2021 Heritage Hero Award winner. Museum Director Dave Wolf says Myers was on the board of directors for the North Platte Valley Museum when it merged with the Farm and Ranch Museum to form the Legacy of the Plains Museum. He chaired the Storyline Committee for the newly formed museum, which was responsible for designing the exhibits. He also chaired the Education Committee, which educates over 1,000 students each year. Myers said he was very surprised and honored to receive the award, and Wolf was excited for Myers to be recognized for his service to the museum. Well, the Panhandle Worksite Wellness Council honored the 4th Leading Light Award recipient at the Panhandle Safety and Wellness Conference. Lisa Peden with the Dubs program was nominated by her peers for this distinction and being a true leading light. She has been on Dove's Wellness Committee for many years, is enthusiastic about their team, and tries to help coworkers make healthy choices. The award was created in 2018 in honor of Annie Lautzenheiser for her dedication and leadership to employee health and well-being in the Panhandle. And Nebraska's largest and oldest state prison lost running water because of a plumbing issue, forcing inmates and staffers to use bottled water and portable toilets, and raising concerns about conditions at the facility. Officials at the Nebraska State Penitentiary in Lincoln said they had to shut off the water when they discovered numerous leaks in the facility's old brittle pipes on Tuesday. A Nebraska Corrections spokesperson said on Thursday that crews have restored the water service to the prison, and officials say the problem demonstrates the need for a new $230 million facility proposed by Republican Governor Pete Ricketts. but some state lawmakers argue that a new prison is not necessary. Well, still to come, your weekend weather forecast, Husker chat with Sean Callahan, and your weekend community calendar. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Lots and lots of clear skies out there tonight. Starry weather and temperatures fall down into the 30s. Winds lessen up out here across the region, so those winds go down. A fantastic day is coming tomorrow. A day you're going to want to play hooky, I can tell you that. Rain turns to snow by Sunday with accumulations possible, and it will turn sharply colder, especially for Sunday into Monday. 60 yesterday for our high, 36 for our low temperature. Take a look at that record low temperature set last year, back in 2020. 10 below zero. Burr this time of year. As we take a look out there, nothing in the rain gauge, still running well above normal for the month, or at least 4,400s above normal, well below normal for the year. Temperatures mostly 50s, really all across the area. Nothing too exciting in terms of temperatures. Pretty uniform out there. 51 to 53, 54 degrees will cover most of us. Lusk checking in at 49 right now. Winds are out of the northwest, still pretty gusty, especially in the Sandhills, where we've got wind gusts at 35 plus at areas. They're starting to come down here across the region, and wind chills aren't too bad yet this evening either, with temperatures mostly in the 40s. Futurecast, well, let's start with the bus stop forecast first for tomorrow. Sunny skies when you get on the bus. It'll be about 32, and heading home, sunny skies. Look at that, 70 degrees. It is going to be a fantastic day tomorrow. It's going to be clear tonight. Winds decrease and calm down from west to east across the area. Not much happening out there. Overnight low is going to fall down into the 30s overnight. A few areas may sneak into the upper 20s. And then for tomorrow, we're going to have sunshine to start the day and sunshine to end the day. Not much going on. You can see just a high-level cloud drifting overhead from time to time. Otherwise, it is just going to be quiet and calm here across the high plains with quiet weather conditions. It is a fantastic day tomorrow. Look at these temps, well into the 60s. Some areas flirting with 70 degrees tomorrow. Fantastic. But here's what we've got coming up. This is the European model. Now, this shows us where we expect the possibility of snow. Notice the European model has shifted a little further south with this storm system, bringing areas off to the south of our area in that potential for the heavier snow. Meanwhile, how about the American model still showing that heavier snow system possibly set up here across our region? So what does it mean? Bottom line is it simply means still too early to pin down exact snowfall areas where that's going to be. There could be in the immediate area, could be off to the north, could be off to the south, could be right over top of us. Just know that there's a chance of accumulating snow and sharply colder temps coming our way starting for Halloween. Decreasing winds overnight, clear skies, 32. Tomorrow, sunshine, gorgeous, fantastic. You pick the words. Beautiful. Southwest winds tomorrow, 5 to 10 70 degrees, but if it warms up this time of year, we usually have to pay the price for it. We'll see rain turning to snow Saturday night. Snow showers continue during the day and the evening hours on Sunday for Halloween. Snow showers around into Monday morning. Notice those temps fall down into the 30s for highs. Lows down into the mid-20s. Temperatures maybe back into the mid-40s for next week. All in all, a pretty chilly forecast over the next 7 days.
Fox Butte General Hospital's mission is to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. This is important to us so our community knows the importance that we place on the efforts to keep our community and our surrounding areas well. We appreciate being here. The staff that we have at Fox Butte General Hospital is grateful to serve the community of Alliance, Nebraska.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
I'm Jason Jorgensen. It is once again time for Husker Chat, brought to you by Acres Equipment. It's time to talk Husker football with Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online. Well, Sean, Nebraska had a week off. It sounded like the Huskers certainly needed it for a number of different reasons. What's your take on how that benefits the team going into this week's game with Purdue?
Yeah, it was really a long break for these guys. They only practiced on Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly because that's all they were allowed to do. Because of their week 0 practice, they have to give back that week over this bye and the next bye. So they really only were able to get 2 in this bye, and they'll probably only get 2 in on the next bye. But that's a good thing. I think by this time of the year, you need the mental rest as well as the physical rest. And I think that hopefully will go a long way, especially being back home this week, having that lift of the home crowd behind this team for a 2:30 game.
This is a big month when it comes, I think, to the future of this program on how they can finish off the season. What's your gauge on where things are at and how Nebraska might potentially be able to finish this against a pretty tough schedule?
Yeah, October and November really decide the fate of your season in college football. And as we know, it's not been a great October in a lot of respects, other than the Northwestern win. But this would be an opportunity for Nebraska to beat a very good Purdue team, a team that was ranked a week ago in the top 25. I think people already forget that. But Purdue went in and beat Iowa and was ranked. They've got a quality win over Oregon State. They played Notre Dame very tough earlier in the year, but then Wisconsin drilled them last week. So I think timing is everything. Nebraska's coming off a bye. Purdue's played Iowa and Wisconsin back-to-back weeks. Then they have Michigan State and Ohio State after that. So you think Nebraska's schedule is difficult. Purdue will play 11 Power 5 games this year, and I think that's makes a difference. And at home, there's a lot of things that you like about this matchup for Nebraska.
One thing that strikes me with Purdue this year is, for years they've been known for their offense, but this is actually one of the better defensive teams this year in the Big Ten, and this is as good of a defense as they've had in a while.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jason, Bob Diaco will not be making a homecoming to Lincoln. He only lasted in West Lafayette 1 year for Jeff Brom. They have 3 defensive coordinators. One guy calls the game, but they have 3 guys carry the title. They've held opponents, I think, 3 out of the last 4 games to 13 points or less. So teams are not scoring a lot. Iowa only scored 7 on these guys. Wisconsin kind of broke the dam down. But you look at how they've played in the last month, they've played very consistent football, and it's not been Jeff Brom's offense. It's been the defense here of the Boilermakers.
Today on Husker Chat, we're joined by Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online. Husker Chat brought to you by Acres Equipment. Sean, I know you really look to break things down, but give us a couple of keys in this one for Nebraska as they get set to take on the Boilermakers.
Well, I think the first key is Adrian Martinez. What is his health? And I think we'll know right away. If he's still limited, if I'm Purdue on any kind of option or zone read, I'm going right for the pitch man of the running back. I am going to make Adrian Martinez run it and see if he wants to run it, see if he can run it. And that will be a big key. And then after that, Rahmir Johnson, we assume he's back, but who will complement him? Will they go back to Jacquez Giant, or will they try a different direction? Could Marquise Stepp reemerge this week? I don't really know what direction that running back position is going to go when it's all said and done. And then obviously Nebraska's offensive line's got to account for George Karlaftis, the All-American defensive end for Purdue, and then David Bell, their All-American, All-Big Ten wide receiver who leads the conference right now in receiving. He is really the most pivotal guy Nebraska's defense has got to account for.
Not only did the team get some time off last week, but it also allowed the Husker coaches to get out and recruit. I've not asked you much this fall about where recruiting stands. I know they're looking at a smaller class. Any feedback on how some of those trips went for the Husker coaches last week?
Yeah, 8 commits, and they're only really going to take about 5 more guys in the class. But I do think the transfer portal is going to play a factor here down the stretch. We saw the coaches. It was the first time they'd been on the road in over 620 days. And, they went out locally and saw a lot of local guys, and they went out and saw a lot of their commits. I think it was important that they got out and saw their commits, but we saw some new offers go out in Chicago. We saw some new junior college offers go out, and they'll get one more bye week. But yeah, these are important times for Nebraska because their staff hasn't been able to go out because of the COVID recruiting rules.
Nebraska is about a 7-point favorite as this thing stands as we record and we talk this week. That surprise you at all that Nebraska is a favorite, or does that just have more to say with how poorly Purdue played last week at Wisconsin?
It doesn't surprise. It's a good matchup, Jason, for Nebraska. Purdue is last in the conference in running. They're second to last in the country in running the football. Very one-dimensional in what they do. So I think it's a good matchup for Nebraska's defense. It's at home. The timing's right. And, I think people forget Nebraska played Oklahoma within 7. They should have beat Michigan State and had the ball to beat Michigan in the final minutes. So, yes, Nebraska, that Minnesota loss stung. Minnesota, though, is 3-1 now in the Big Ten, and they could end up winning the West. I mean, that's how crazy this West division is. Minnesota controls the division technically with this Iowa loss last week or 2 weeks ago to Purdue. So nothing surprises me anymore. Look at the point spreads. Every one of them this week is, other than Ohio State and Penn State, is basically between 3 and 7 points. And that just tells you how little for margin for error there is in this Big Ten Conference.
All right. Hopefully the Huskers can bounce back at home this week against the Boilermakers and pick up their 4th victory of the season. Sean, as always, we appreciate your time and insights.
Thanks, Jason.
That was Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online, joining us as he does every week during the season. That'll do it for Husker Chat, brought to you by Acres Equipment. I'm Jason Jorgensen.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
If you're like me, you're willing to travel for a good steak and a great dining experience. Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in downtown Bayard has just that. Some of the Panhandle's tastiest flat iron steaks, ribeyes, and even prime rib. Pair that with a Western dining experience in our quiet dining room or fun-filled main dining area, you and your family are sure to have a great night out on the town. So if you're looking for a great new restaurant to try, you just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, it's time to lace up your running shoes and go the extra mile for those who have served our country. The 13th annual Warrior Run will be held next weekend at the Legacy of the Plains Museum in Gering. Organizer Chris Wolf says the Warrior Run is the largest fundraiser for the Veterans and Military Families Emergency Relief Organization. That money helps vets and families who have found themselves in an emergency situation where they are without basic needs, among other things.
We pay utility bills, we pay house payments or rent, we may help with a deposit for somebody moving in, we've helped with car repairs, we've helped pay for funerals. We've added a little bit of money to a funeral cost for somebody that didn't have much life insurance and that kind of thing. So it's just, it's different every day.
For more information and to get registered, you can head on over to wyobraskavetshelp.org. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. See you back here on Monday.